Let's go.
No question.
Hey, man, today I got somebody special in the building with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of them. For real, for real. He's one of them. And you ain't got to take my word for it. After this interview, you're going to realize why he's one of them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas talk about being an OG. And we talked earlier. Me and my guy talked earlier. He was like, you know something, I'm going to take the OG off my name because a lot of these niggas giving it a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody that deserves the OG title, it's him. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, man, OG Freeze, what it do, brother?
Oh man, I so appreciate you having me on, man. And let them know, man, I'm their mama little brother. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
cool uncle. Call me uncle. You know what I'm saying? I take the uncle, you know what I'm saying? I guess I could, you know what I'm saying? I come like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I give them the advice of an uncle, man.
Yeah.
I look like an uncle. It's like having a second dad. And
Yeah.
I think us, me and you, man, we advocate for good uncles. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
You know, you all of us probably got sisters, they got sons and stuff like that. And they probably single parent mothers. They need their brother in their life to help them raise a man. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm coming down that one. I'm the one
Yeah.
all the, you know what I'm saying? I'm the mama's little brother. Cool uncle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look, man, let's go and get into it, man. For those that don't know, man, we finna go all the way back down there.
Correct.
Where you from, man?
I was born in Augusta, and when I was like 8 years old, I moved to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Specifically, the College Park area, and I moved around. I had family in Michigan, so I had ties up there too. And yeah, I came up in a family of hustlers, so I was able to move around a little bit growing up young. So I seen a lot of different stuff. Yep. And go ahead, bro.
No. Go ahead.
And I think me changing, transitioning from having ties from different states and stuff like that with family members and stuff like that kind of like helped mold me being able to communicate, because when you go up north, it's different lingo up there. You stay up there for a little bit, that rub off, you come back down south, it sounds different. So I was always, you know what I'm saying, being able to talk and relate to people, and you know what I'm saying, I was always a people's person growing up. And kind of like I realized like being too friendly and being other people's friend, if you don't know who to be friends with, could cost you a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of my lifelong lessons growing up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Being being loyal. And
Yeah.
growing up, learning that, people take advantage of that if you give it to them. So as I got a little older and the person I am now, I learned who to be myself too, versus letting other people's situations or where they carry me change who I am. Because I ain't gonna let because somebody else being petty to me, I don't mean I start being petty. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be who I am to the right people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like one of the things that I learned, growing up. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of my life. And growing up like that, kind of like I said, growing up from going from Augusta and transition to Atlanta, I learned that the difference in family values, because when you grow up in the rural area, most people grow up with their aunties, their uncles. They're more family oriented. And when you get to the city, you start to realize things. You start looking for family members as far as friends, neighborhood friends. They become your family now. And you start to learn from the streets, that type of thing, as far as family values and stuff like that.
Yeah. So look, as an 8-year old, like you say, coming from Augusta to a city like Atlanta, was Atlanta jumping at the time?
Being an 8-year-old, like I said, the only thing I recognized as an 8-year-old growing up was the difference between family.
Right.
When you was young, I was more around staying in the Augusta area. I was more around my family, my aunties, my first cousins, and me moving to Atlanta, kind of like that was a big transition for me. The family part, I don't really know what's going on. I ain't really in the street like that, so that was the major thing. That was, that I learned. I had to learn how to find family and friends outside the household instead
So
of just
when
being in household.
so when y'all moved to Atlanta, y'all ain't have really family down there.
Right. My mama went to school. My mama started managing the Coca-Cola company. So we
Okay.
moved up here because my mama got a job managing the Coca-Cola company. And that's how I ended up moving to Atlanta.
So how was it? How was it at 8 trying to find friends and trying to fit in and all of that, man? Was it
Uh,
a
it was kind of like growing up, like back in that era. First off, I was dark skinned. You dark skinned brothers. Back in that era, we wasn't in style,
yeah,
so it was a little rough growing up in a new neighborhood and kids calling you black, picking on you, and I always was bigger than everybody else too.
yeah,
So it kind of was like that was the phase I was going through. So I had to develop, another skill set to try to offset the fact that I was dark skinned. Was growing up, yeah, you cute, but you just too black. Growing
yeah,
up hearing this type of stuff, and it went to like Nino Brown, the Big Daddy Kanes came in,
yeah,
that the dark skin started to, get popular.
yeah,
And by this time I had developed, the fact to be able to talk, because me talking and having character and being funny kind of made up for me being dark skinned with people.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And growing up, and I always had a little size on me. So back then, growing up, everybody always want to run with somebody that had a little size on them. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So I went through the phase as a kid as far as they tested you, seeing if you tough. That, I had to be introduced to the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So I had my little squabbles, you know what I'm saying, to try to see if it was hitting on, and I proved to be able to stand on that. And I didn't grow up like rats and roaches. I ain't gonna say I grew up in the projects.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I had kinfolks and I visited the projects a lot, but me, I grew up in, family for the hustlers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the candy lady grandbaby. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I
yeah,
always had the clothes, I always had the video games, and I told you my mama managed Coca-Cola company, so I had a lot of little stuff. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Growing up. So my whole defense was being able to defend the stuff that I had, because kids thought I had this stuff, and that's how I became, a little popular in school for dressing, having
yeah,
the Jordans. Going to school then was, you know, was like a fashion show, but you still at the same time didn't want to be the dummy. In our era, if you can't read, teacher call you, you finna be the laugh stop, we finna join on you on this bus. But you
yeah,
can't read. You finna get it. You
yeah,
know this. You know what I'm saying? You dummy. Then nobody want to be dummy. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? At least I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, this our era. This the generation of this what's
yeah,
going on. You know, the starter jackets, the 8-ball jackets. We rob and I'm taking them. I got it, but I got friends.
yeah,
Like I told you, I was always overlord. I had friends that wasn't as fortunate as me. So I
yeah.
would go out and take stuff from dudes, saying, try to, being the alpha male of the pack. Being I
So let
always
me,
had the little
hey,
size and I was the blackest.
how old? Not to cut you off. How old was you when you started doing that? When you started
Like in
taking?
the fifth, sixth grade. Sixth grade, it was over with. By the sixth grade,
Yeah,
I'm YDC. I'm going to YDC. I don't been through all the phases. YDC, state. I'm one of them. You know
but
what I'm
see,
saying?
look, check this out. Check this out. Now, I'm trying to get people to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come from a family where you got a good life, right?
Right.
What caused you to start taking and getting in trouble like that?
Because I was trying to be friendly with my friends, trying to
You
make
was
sure they had stuff,
you
being
was
loyal
you
to them.
so you was really trying to fit in.
Basically, peer pressure. I wanted to be friend. I wanted to fit in. It
Yeah,
was peer, not just peer pressure, but at the same time, I know my friends. I looked at it like, if I got a starter coat and my dude can't afford one, I'm thinking like this back then. I want my dude to have on one too.
yeah,
You feel me? His
yeah,
mom can't afford the starter.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This and that. I want him one. I want my nigga with one on too.
See,
You
for
know what
me,
I'm saying? So I
for
go knock a nigga out and take this shit to get to my nigga.
yeah. See, for me,
You,
for
you,
me,
you,
for me,
yep.
I got made fun of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got made fun of. That's where my wanting to fit in came in. I got made fun of. So I had a fight and I won the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And niggas around the school was running, man, Mike can fight, Mike can fight, Mike can fight. So I just made it a thing to where Mike can fight. You know what I'm saying? So I just started squabbling and running with the niggas that squabble. And that's how it all started for me. You know what I'm saying? But in the fifth and the sixth grade, you know what I'm saying? What was it like for you when you first went into like a YDC or something?
When
A
I went,
juvenile detention.
I always had a little size on me. I'm the one that when the cartoons, I like the Cobra Commander. I like the
Yeah,
Megatron growing up. I always liked the bad guy in all the cartoons.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I shit. I was dark skinned. I got picked on. See, I developed a little mouthpiece because I was able to join on people, especially that was less fortunate than me because I got the shit on.
yeah,
But you can't talk about my clothes. Only thing they talk about me, your mama smoke. They just say dope back then, but it was really reefer. Your mama
yeah,
smoke weed. They just pick at me because every time they come on my house, it's a cloud coming out when they open the door. I was embarrassed by that at first,
yeah,
growing up. You know what I'm saying? You coming in, I don't want you to come on my house like that. You know what I'm saying? The house cloudy.
yeah,
Like that. So I went to that to developing that, rolling the little joints. Now I'm stealing out my mama thing, making little joints, going to school, selling the joints, got the candy. I'm him.
yeah,
So that type of shit growing up. And I went from that to start selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? This is what people don't realize. When you growing up middle class, people in the middle class tend to shield their kids from stuff. That's the way they protect them. But
yeah,
when you're in the hood, the parents in the hood expose you to stuff thinking this is helping you.
yeah,
You more exposed to stuff because this is what the parent feels like you should see in order for you to survive.
yeah.
So it's a psychological effect that comes with that.
On the cool, you're really programming your kid to go after what you're showing them. You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
Because if you showing it to them and telling them, hey man, don't do this, and that looks fun, they want to do that. You get what I'm saying? And you can tell them, hey man, this is the consequences that come with that. But if they don't know the extent of the magnitude of the consequences, the fun outweigh the consequences, and they'll go do it anyway.
right. Until they bump into somebody like me,
Yeah,
they can tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
hey, like, you see this chain? I did 21 years for it. You want to do that? This what came with this.
yeah.
21 years in prison. You
Hey,
want
did you have a relationship with your old man, with your dad?
Actually, my dad was. I had a dad that my dad was not communicative. Like, and I think
He,
that affected me growing up. Like, my dad provided but didn't talk.
so he was in the
And
house with you.
no, my dad was in the military and was married with somebody else. My
Okay,
mom. So, but he used to come get me a lot. You see what I'm
right.
saying? So, but he never communicated. And growing up, like I never had a man that really could communicate with me and show me what certain stuff mean. Like my dad, he might take me fishing. He might show me how to change the oil, but he's not talking. So all the stuff that I learned for me, I learned in the street by my so-called friends growing up. I'm searching for male bonding outside the house.
Right.
I was the only boy on my mama's side of the family growing up. So I was 18. I was the only boy. So I got 5 aunties and all of them got daughters. I'm the oldest boy, the only boy in my mama's side of the family. So I'm 18.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm going outside the house. My friends mean a lot to me because they boys. You see what I'm saying? I don't got
Yeah,
none of this in the house.
yeah.
That's the psychological part growing up.
And I think that's important for you to say that, man, because there's a lot of single parents a lot of single mothers that don't understand the value of having some type of uh male
figure
lead,
around.
yeah, male figure around. You know what I'm saying?
And a good uncle.
Yeah,
Because but I couldn't help that part because I had all aunties.
yeah,
So now guess what? Your mama dating the man that's shooting the dice out there. I'm learning how to shoot them dice. This is what they know. I'm going
yeah,
in the I'm in the hood now. I'm going over there, hang with them. They showing me how to shoot the dice. They showing me how to get. I'm attracted. These is what the males is teaching me. That's
yeah,
why you made a statement that really resonated on me, brother. And when we was on that, the hood politicians, it was a statement made that all the OGs I know showed me how to do something wrong.
yeah, yeah. You know, man. Hey, I
And you
tell.
think about it, and you really just take that for what it really is.
Yeah,
But and not saying that the OG that was teaching you wrong, this is probably all he knew.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Hey boy, come hold this gun. Let me show you how to shoot it. Hold this right here. Let me show you how to aim. Hit this liquor, boy. Hit that. Put some hands on your chest.
yeah,
You feel me? All that. You ain't looking at this. All he know. He think he grooming you. That's what I'm saying. Because he's exposing stuff to you at an early age, thinking this will help you.
yeah,
But really, what you're doing is taking away my right to be a kid. You never had a chance to be a kid. If your parents smoke drugs, you got 2, 3 younger brothers, siblings. You may be good at sports, but you can't afford it. So this is a person that's a real product of their environment. I don't fault people like that. I fault the people that glorified it, that don't really need it, that's come from both parent households and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And you really don't have to do this and you mimicking it. But here it is, this man, mom and dad smoke dope. And he got 2 brothers and sisters that's younger than him. And he's become a product of his environment. I was charged as an adult at 16 years old for drugs. So my
man.
rights to be able to vote was taken from me at 16.
Let's talk
See,
about let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that.
that's where that size went against me because he big enough to go hang with them.
Yeah,
We charged as a adult at 16 for something that wasn't even a capital crime. I supposed to got some help. That was the delinquent act that I committed,
yeah,
not a capital crime. But they chose to, as a black man, I'm gonna put this felon on so he can't vote, he can't arm himself, and we prepare him for the penitentiary.
yeah,
Even in the juveniles, they calling you inmate and convict. Hey convict, hey inmate. So that's why it's different for a person that growed up like this versus a person that went to jail when they're 23.
yeah,
You think he ain't gonna tell? I was cut from a cloth, not a napkin.
yeah,
I'm growing up fighting and I'm in YDCs and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So the way people was raised was way different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm starting.
You good?
He outside probably. Oh, my bad.
Nah, you all right.
This type of like for real, like growing up, that's the type of shit that I could see in the generational gap. See how you grow up fighting? You was
Yeah,
fighting because you couldn't express yourself. You ain't have no mouthpiece. So
yeah,
people who ain't articulate and know that they're right, and the person could be wrong but able to articulate itself better, and you telling the truth, and he trying to make you look like a fool. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna strike him
yeah,
because this is what you do. I don't talk. I can do these. You know what I'm saying? So all that has a psychological effect on us growing up. And that's why I don't shy away from going through the prison, because the prisons is really what made me who I am and gave me a psychological standpoint of what's really going on with me and a lot of other black brothers that's growing up in my community or that was in my generation. You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
a lot of people say, I wouldn't wish prison on nobody, right? I would. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I wish prison on a lot of these motherfucking niggas, bro. Because prison changed my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was
Right,
young. I went to prison as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I
right.
was a kid, bro. I wasn't no adult. I wasn't 23. I wasn't 19. I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I was a kid on my way to crashing, bro. I was gonna crash and do something I wasn't gonna be able to come back from and get forever in jail, or somebody was gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know no respect. I ain't respect nobody or nothing. It wasn't until I went to prison till I learned all of that. So when people be like, "Nah, I don't wish prison," now some of these dudes need to go to prison. It'll save them.
It's
You know what
like
I'm
going
saying?
to the military,
Yeah, yeah.
give you some discipline. Listen,
It's a lot of men. You shout out Dogface, TTE Notti, BG. It's a lot of good dudes that went in with a certain mindset. Now we come back and look how we making a
and look how,
positive
listen, to be
influence.
honest with you, dudes out of prison are the most respectful people you can bump into.
Yeah.
They're gonna say excuse me, because I do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
I
me
bu-
too.
I be in the club, I be like, man, excuse me, brother. You mind if I get by you a bit, man?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Man, be like, man, they looking at me like I'm tripping.
Yeah.
But I'm so used to respecting
Respect.
people, because respect is given. Disrespect is earned. You earn disrespect. So if
You
somebody's disrespecting you, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and see what this person sees for you to have earned this person disrespecting you. Especially
hey,
if it's a competent person now. We ain't talking
yeah,
about no idiot. We talking about somebody that's competent, a competent person.
yeah,
Because a competent person, if I say, I bump into you, I say, man, excuse me, man, I apologize, man, I ain't mean to. If for you not to accept that, you can't be competent.
yeah.
Right or
Straight up.
wrong. If I
Yeah,
step on
straight
your
up.
shoe and I say, brother, I'm sorry, brother, I ain't mean to do that, brother. I apologize, bro. I was
And
just
you
trying to
still
get
want
by.
to take it left.
And you go some more, you earn it. Everything I'm finna give you, you earning it.
Yeah,
Because I could be a serial killer and I just changed and you see me who I am today. And I'm just being nice. The
yeah,
whole time I'm a serial killer. They don't even know it. I
yeah,
just changed my life.
yeah. And
Excuse me, bro.
you stepping on these Air Force Ones can be the reason I blow your face off, man.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, brother. I apologize. I done been in prison under these circumstances.
Yeah,
And I use that as a defense in prison.
yeah,
You know what, brother? You right. And I'll walk away. If you follow behind me as I done walked away,
I'm gonna give you
I'm
what you're looking
finna,
for.
I'm finna blow a gasket because I walked away and you
Yeah,
followed behind me. So now, in my mind, you have taken me being respectful to you, telling you I'm sorry. You don't took this to mean something else.
yeah,
And I got to show you that it ain't. And I got you sleep because you're thinking this is what it is, but you really gave me the advantage. Did this on purpose.
yeah,
So you can't think this. So now you out here. Ain't no, I was sorry, I ain't mean it. I let you get all the way out here.
yeah. Just to make sure this is what you wanted.
Just to make sure this is what you're asking for. Just want to make sure. So when I do what I'm finna do, I'm gonna be crying and everything. Cause I
Yeah,
told you leave me alone. So when the people come, they're gonna feel sorry for me
yeah,
and what I did to you. I told you, I ain't told you to leave me alone. I'm gonna kill you.
yeah,
Please, I told. Then they got this 300 big black dude. He's crying. You had to do. What did you do to him? The whole time I'm busting your shit. You die down here. They ain't studying you. They dying down here. I don't did it too many times.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, like you said, man, prison really like developed me to a person like it's. I looked at it like grapes got stepped on. Jesus stepped on grapes. So to me, that's pressure.
Yeah.
That's suppression. In order to bring the best out of something, you got to suppress it. You know what I'm saying? You got to suppress it first.
Yeah.
That means you got to step on it and make it to where it's liquid. Now the liquid get to sit. I'm in prison. I'm fermenting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm fermenting. I can't wait till they open up this door.
Yeah.
Cause I'm in here. I'm studying. I'm studying myself. Cause I did 3 years straight in the hole.
Man, look. Let's before we go all in there. Take it back to you being 16 and catching the case that get you in prison.
Okay, that was my first case. I was 16 years old. I think I caught like 100, 200 sacks, 200 dime robbers at 16 years old. So they're like, oh, he's a miniature kingpin and this and that. Back then, I probably like 2 ounces, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And like a little two-way or something. But they ended up charging me as a daughter at 16. I got a late birthday. My birthday in October. And my birthday came, they sent me over to juvenile to the county jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the same day I turned 17. So I've been a juvenile and I was already been to YDC and stuff like that. I already had in my mind saying, well, first one, jump out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking off one of the old niggas. I don't
Yeah.
want to think, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm 17, like I don't heard the story. I don't watch Bad Boys growing up. I've been in all the YDCs. When of them jump out here, I got to make my demonstration.
Yeah.
That's my mindset. And you know how you go county jail, you got the jellies on with the sock tied in the back,
Yeah.
basketball goal, 20 feet in the air, number concrete, aim but one goal. Be penitentiary basketball, niggas coming in, these elbows.
Yeah.
Coming in with the layup, with the knee out, getting the rebound, doing all this.
Yeah.
Penitentiary ball. That's where it all. You know how niggas come down doing all this and hit you with oops. Nah,
Yeah.
ain't no motherfucking oops, nigga.
You know what you were doing.
Bop, boop, 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 boop. And that was my first demonstration into the
Yeah.
county jail of the prison basketball.
Yeah.
You know how you going for the layup, they don't smash y'all into the concrete wall.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing but the wall and the goal right here. So you
Yeah.
go in there for the layup, motherfucker hits you going straight to that wall. Bam.
Yeah.
All this good. But I'm looking at it like you trying me. I don't know. You know how you know what I'm saying, when you coming in, and that was my journey into going into the state prison now. You see what I'm saying? As a youngster.
How much time you had then? Your first time?
The first time I went in, I think I got sent to boot camp for like 90 days. In Georgia, you can go to boot camp to
Yeah.
get probation, 5-year probation, 90-day boot camp. So I go through that. This ain't do nothing but get me in shape to be doing crime.
Yeah.
now, they don't
You
got me
can
in
run
shape to do
faster
it.
and everything, man.
I growed up, man. Listen, I ain't trying to glorify it or nothing, but they need to pay attention to your kids if he likes the bad guy in all the cartoons. Like, I liked the bad guy in every cartoon. I did not like the good guy. And I'm looking back on it, and that was a telltale sign to somebody that's paying attention to their kid.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want Optimus Prime. I wanted Megatron.
What you
I wanted that gun.
what you think was causing you to want the bad guy? You know what
Man,
I'm
I don't
saying?
have a clue. Listen, to be honest with you, like, I was just infatuated with the bad shit. I don't know. if I had to look, if I had to really just say it, like it's like the bad guys always had the coolest weapons.
Yeah.
They always had the cool shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the bad guy, that's what I really liked. Like all the bad guys was cool.
Yeah.
I guess I was attracted to that particular persona as far as like Megatron was smooth as you already had a gun or you already had a truck growing up. Like if you really thought about it, like
Yeah.
Cobra Commander sounded cool. He had the slick suit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I was like the bad guys, like the shit they had the coolest. Even on the cartoon they said, damn,
Yeah.
why the Decepticons always got the coolest, all the hardest weapons?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They that's what it is. And if you was paying attention and you see this in your kid, it's certain stuff, psychological stuff that you can really learn from that if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
And so, like, you start to learn as you're growing up more about yourself. Like, and I was one of the ones, like I said, I always like was a loyal person and friendly
Yeah.
because I always wanted the male bonding part. I always wanted a friend. And my
Yeah.
mom used to tell me, the sooner you learn you ain't got no friends, the better off you gonna be.
Yeah.
And it never registered to me growing up because because she knew I had. So it's hard to decipher who really with you when you got stuff. That's hard. It takes a skill set to be able to do that because
Yeah.
everybody gonna play their part because you got something they want. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really pay attention to bloodlines and stuff back then, even with the snitching. Like I said, growing up, how many ass whoopings you like to fight? So I know people don't told their mama on you, and your
Yeah.
mama don't got in trouble. They was
Yeah.
telling then.
Yeah.
I might not whoop me, and they don't got their big sister on you. They
Yeah.
don't got that. You know what I'm saying? Now they got to get their big sister to whoop you, or they don't got their mom and their mama come over there. They was telling then,
Yeah.
but you overlooked it because you thought we was kids. But it's a bloodline thing. You can't taint your bloodline.
Yeah.
That's why people defend the ratting and all that because it's your bloodline. When we was growing up in your era, if an OG gave you something, that such and such son that got the robbery in, he went down and did 20 years. They gonna give you something.
Yeah.
Let them say, oh, that such and such son that, his uncle went down and told on that boy. Go to school, nigga. When you ask for something, go to school.
Yeah.
You ain't getting nothing. But so nowadays, all that's gone, that screening process is gone, and everybody getting the pack. So everybody getting it. There's no more screening. You know what I'm saying? The OGs or the people's not, or they call OGs, is not screening through the process of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's some type of gap between on the thinking part where a youngster will accept not having an older person, OG around. Oh man, I'm the OG because I got brick. Because it's something in you they don't see. It's a likeness that they're looking for that it don't reflect. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
you
You ain't reflecting that.
hey, you know too, man. After that urban politician podcast, I was sitting back thinking about the question about the disconnect, right? Uh a lot of the so-called real niggas, cause it's like the kids that's moving around and doing what they doing now, we're supposed to be their OGs. You get what I'm saying? We're supposed to be their OGs, but a lot of us was in jail. You know what I'm saying? And they was left out here with a lot of dudes that didn't have morals and principles. And that's what they
Correct.
adopted. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? You
I
know,
agree.
man, I wanna get into like how long you was locked up, man. But how old was you the second time you got locked up? This the Fed time, right? The second time?
The first time that state.
That
Like
state.
I said, I went from juvenile, state, the feds. I went
How
in
old was you
all
when you
three
went
of
to
them.
the Feds?
I was 25 years old when I went in the feds.
What happened then?
Uh, I had a female that I was dating that growing up back then. She was into the streets, so she's one of the ones that had dudes set up and stuff like that. And her brother and them had put them on me, and ended up being a situation where she ended up falling in love with me. The roles got reversed, and I didn't want to have this female at my house, so I took her to the spot we'll be at. So when I get to the spot, ain't no drugs or nothing there, but the whole the spot ended up getting busted, and it was a gun under the bed on her side that she had brought upstairs, and I'm in there butt naked. They come in there looking for the drugs. They don't find no drugs, but they got a tape that that's one of my homies that had been on the tape and on the wire serving somebody. So I got caught up in that. And when they took me down, I was like, I'm noticing that they putting all the drugs in my name. So I'm like, they like, well, trying to ask me about my homie, but I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got me, take me down, whatever we gonna do, we're gonna go through the court thing. You know what I'm saying? So I went to prison for that. I went in and they offered me 10 years. I refused to take it because the drugs wasn't in my name. They kept asking me about my homie. I'm not on the tape. I'm not on the recording. The evidence is in my name. And I had, for what? And come to find out with some guys that came back from the state prison. They had been saying that they've been working for me, and that's how the drugs ended up in my name. When they went and dropped the drugs, they went on the female's house because they knew I could beat the drug charge. So they went to the female and told her on Christmas Eve, they went over her house, she got two kids. She's 19 years old, 20 years old. I'm 25. Uh, they they got her kids and they telling her like, hey, you know, did you see this guy with this gun? Before then, why you take this gun for him? They leading her to what to say.
Yeah.
And saying that she took the gun from me because she was in love with me. She didn't want me to go back to prison, blah, blah, blah. And, they got her kids in her hand and let her know the next time she's going to see their kids, they have driver license or whatever. And she went for it. She signed a statement against me saying that she seen me with the gun prior to them busting the house and that she took the gun from me because she was in love with me. And that, in turn, gave the feds room to want to go to trial because they got her statement that she really against me and she was agreed to testify on me that I manipulating her into taking the charge from me. So since
Yeah.
I didn't tell her my homie, they brought the gun charge up and up the ante on me on the time because it was like, nah, it ain't 10. So I'm like, once I found out what was really going on, and I seen all these guys coming up down the road, I'll go, man, let me get that 10. They're
Yeah.
like, hell no, it ain't 10 no more, it's 15 now. We ready. No. So I'm sick. You hear me? I'm in there sick,
Yeah.
discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, dang, she gonna testify on me, this and that. Fuck it. Let me get to 15. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta rationalize with myself, but they ain't saying 15. They like, FEDS said there's a months. You know how they do.
Yeah.
You got 188 months. Ooh, so I got, damn, how much time that is? 188 months. It ain't till I get to the back that I realize I got 15 years and 8 months. You know what I'm saying? After I don't
Yeah.
add this shit up. So I'm so discombobulated. And I had to suck it up, realize that, that's when, as soon as you like, you ain't got no friends, everything your mama tell me kicking in now. So
Yeah.
you like, you ain't got no friends, the better off you gonna be. All this shit started to flash. This,
Everything, man.
like, this the longest I've did in my life. Like, my life flashed in front of me. When you get back, niggas waiting on you, you ain't gonna eat, man, you getting that big homie, hell no. You can have this shit. I'm drunk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that started my journey to the federal system. Baby mama pregnant at the time. You feel me? Baby mama 9 months. You hear me? I just found this out 2 weeks before I'm indicted, type shit. And that's how I started my journey to the federal system. And from there, I went in 188 months. I'm going into this shit, you know, on the same thing that I've been raised on. Okay. Now I need to find out what my security level gonna be, what prison life gonna be like, what I need to have, who gonna be with me. Now all this started to, you know what I'm saying? You got to prepare yourself for this journey.
Yeah.
And it was the longest time I ever did, but I was built for it because coming up as a youngster through juvenile system up to the state level, I knew how to conduct myself and carry myself in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I already had an early head start in dealing with this type of stuff versus a person that just come to jail at 25 or
Yeah.
at 23. You know what I'm saying? I realize that you really can't really expect them to be able to hold up under the same type of pressure as a person would that growed up
In the system.
in the system.
Yeah. Let
So
me let me ask you this, man. What was the big the big difference that you noticed going from state to Fed?
the people, when I got to the federal system, I realized that this is a world stage now. It don't matter what part of the South you from. You from the South. We up here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 DCs, 800 DC, dudes from New York. It's only a few of us from the South.
Yeah.
It wasn't no. Now this in turn expands your mind. Now I hit it already. Already. Now you start to catch on to the lingo. Damn, bitch. Damn, he from what's the name? The language difference. First is the language. Man, this nigga got a fat back. Where he from? He got to be from Dallas. He got a fat back. Now I'm starting to learn the difference in the, you know what I'm saying?
In the lingo.
And this is also in turn the culture. You learning other people's culture that's from the South. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this in turn broadens your mind. And in the broadening of your mind, you start to expand in your thinking and learning how other people think in different mentalities. Now you start to realize that it's a social psychology thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's a psychological thing. Okay. Now you start to realize that everything is a mentality. And you start to meet different people from different parts of the world. And that's the difference between a person that's been in the state, because when you're in the state, you're only around your kind. You're
Yeah.
not around different flavors of people or different people with different types of mentalities and stuff like that. You're not dealing with that. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the main thing in the prison. That's the big difference. That's the big
So
difference in the feds and in the real big difference.
now check this out. A lot of people don't understand how important paperwork is, right? A lot of people just throw around the word paperwork, 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 all this other stuff, right? How
Right.
important is paperwork when you first come into the feds, man? A
Very important.
5K1.
Very important and it depends on the level that you on. See, when you go into the federal system, there's levels to it. If a lot of FCIs, they ain't on paperwork. You see what I'm saying? Lows, camps, the paperwork don't matter. When you
Yeah.
in the pen, that's a different level. This is when the paperwork really matters because now you're around a lot of lifers, people with RICO acts, all this time and stuff like that. People with 40 years, 30 years. You see what I'm saying? It's a big difference. You got to have your paperwork in order to even come on. The warden gonna tell you that. If you're cooperated with law enforcement, please don't go on my yard. They're gonna kill you out here.
Yeah.
They tell you that as soon as you get in the door. So that is very important. And that's one of the other things like we was talking about earlier, like, and to be able to look at people's paperwork and be the person that I'm determined whether or not motherfucker gonna kill you or not.
Yeah.
You
See,
see what I'm
see,
saying? If I
look.
read one word wrong and I make one misconception,
Yeah.
I can get you potentially killed. Hurt, definitely. You definitely finna get hurt.
Look,
That's the minimum.
explain that, man, because you just said something that was important. You say I'm the guy that reads the paperwork. and
Right.
I'm
My
the one
tongue,
that determines.
my tongue, the one that's notarized
So, how did you get that position?
by being a stand-up guy and being a reputable guy, feeding people, taking care of people while I was in prison, making sure a lot of people can have something to eat on nights that when they can't go to the cafeteria and they got something bad in the kitchen. Uh, Being fortunate enough to be able to help people with stamps, different little personal hygiene items, shoes, sweatsuits, cause you the homie.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we up here on this mountain, and our life is in each other's hands. You feel me saying? That's a different type of bond. So how can I ask you to put your life on the line for me if I won't buy you nothing to wash your ass? And I
yeah,
know you ain't got no property, you just coming in. I want to help you get a haircut, clean yourself up. I want to give you a pair of shower shoes to go get in the shower with, but I'm asking you to put your life on the line. I never
yeah,
been one of those dudes. You feel me? I want to make sure you got your well-being is taken care of first.
yeah,
And in the process of me making sure your well-being is straight, I'm walking you through this at the same time, letting you know, please make sure that paperwork get here. I'm extending my hand to you as a real nigga, and this is the benefit of being a real nigga. You feel me? It's like on Bronx, you took your pinch like a man. So this is the benefits of that. Try to make this bed as soft as I can for you. So if you take advantage of this and you're not right, its consequences come with what I'm giving you.
yeah,
I'm letting you know this at the same time too. I'm giving you whatever. Make sure you good. Make sure you got a cell to sleep in. Who you in the cell with? A dude from New York? You good in there because I said you good and try to find you somewhere to put you in the cell with another homie from the South. I'm him.
yeah.
Man, get your stuff, move out of here. You good. You can go, homie. Your paperwork good. Here goes some more. Now I got this weed. Now here go your knife. You can arm yourself now. You can't arm yourself if you ain't got no paperwork.
So
You, you can't even
so
get a knife. If I hear you sharpen the knife before I read your paperwork, you out of here.
yeah, so a person can't come in the feds and automatically get a knife. That
Fuck
paperwork is
no.
that's what
Not in the
determines.
pen.
Yeah,
Not in the pen. Not in the pen. You're not getting a knife until we see your paperwork. So why would it look like getting you a knife and then coming out you a rat and I got to come get you to run you up? You could hurt
yeah,
one of the homies.
yeah.
So we're not arming you until we make sure you clear.
Now check this
We
out. Another
got you. We gonna hold you down
until we find
until
out.
the process is going. I'm gonna go to the shower and hold your back while you at the shower. I'm make sure you good. I got the knife.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel what I'm
Now,
saying? I got your back.
now check this out. A lot of niggas that like to, that do go to the feds, like to come home and make it like, I was in the feds and I walked the yard. Now, this is what I know from me being incarcerated. Everybody can't come to the yard. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And you had the you was incarcerated with a few people, a few known names, and one of them that you spoke out about already was Kodak Black, and
Correct.
how he couldn't walk the yard. You know what I'm saying? Uh, did Kodak really go to PC?
Ain't no question. He really did do that. He could not walk the yard. See, this is the
I can't hear you.
can you hear me?
I can now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So he made a statement about well loved Crip, which was Nipsey Hussle's wife, Laura London.
yeah,
That's number one. And on the world stage of the federal system, the Crips and Bloods run together. That's number one. So they got to be politicking out for you to come out for that. That's just one reason. The
Yeah.
second reason is you had a sex offense charge pending in the Carolinas. You can't come on the penitentiary yard with a sexual offense pending. Either you right or wrong. We can't take that chance.
Yeah.
So you can't come on the yard for that either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, in this process, Kodak is in turn, doing this little K2 shit, kirking out, you know what I'm saying? All that. And wasn't in his right mind in there. So he went PC. He know he can't walk the yard. He know what was going on. He know the type of pressure that was being applied.
Yeah.
And with Kodak being from Florida, guess who watch you gonna fall under?
Florida. Oh, the South.
Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
The South Car.
Yeah.
I'm a representative of the South Car. The South Car works in the federal system at places like a coalition. You have the Florida car makes the call because he's from Florida. We in turn assist Florida on the call that they make because we
Yeah.
from Georgia. But if Florida's out of pocket, we'll let the shot caller know other dudes from the South, and the coalition gonna be like, listen, he can't come on the yard based on bop, boop, boop, boop. What if he got the sex offense charge that he got comes up to be true that he had a sexual offense, that he really raped this person or date raped them, whatever the case may be? What y'all want to do then? Y'all want to take that chance?
Mm.
These type of conversations that's being had. This pressure.
Yeah.
This is the type of pressure that we talking up under. Because if he come on his yard, the fact that he said something about Laura London or whatever, that ain't it. Because now you're in the South Car, we got our own numbers. The major thing going to be, do you want to take a chance of letting him out on the yard and he got a sexual offense pending and he ends up getting found guilty or sells out of court? Now how we going to look on the world stage? We harbor a pervert,
Yeah.
allegedly, if this was true. So I'm not putting my life on the line for this.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing by co-signing, letting you out. No, I ain't willing. Or he come out here and you run up a debt, or you do this, or you do anything that can offend another car, and it's up for us. And come to find out, if you really did this, now we wrong for allowing this to happen. So I don't want to take that chance. You can't come out. We ain't gonna tell the people you can't come out.
Yeah.
If you think you can come out, come out. But this is being discussed on the yard amongst men. You see what I'm saying? Already. We ain't gonna tell the people, tell them don't come out. We're gonna let him decide, you think you can come out. And you went left. You ain't trying to come out, defend yourself, none of that shit. You went to the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kirking out on the K2. Now when it's time for you to be a gremlin, all this spin, you've been talking, and when it's time for you to deal with the consequences of being a gremlin, and it's time for you to put that to work, this ain't what you is.
Yeah.
You ain't built like that. I don't see some rats come out the shoe. And just because you a rat don't mean you're a coward.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and it's COVID. So the whole prison is locked down. That's why I don't respect them. I say you come down pussy. Because the whole prison is like it's COVID. So when we come out, it's on 3-4 dudes going to the shower. And we handcuffed. So you a bitch ass nigga for checking in.
Yeah.
Rat niggas was on the yard during COVID because the population was not open, so we can't get to you. So for you to check in during COVID, you a real bitch. You really scary. You a real hoe. You feel me? There's a lot of pressure up under there. You can't. Come on, man. You supposed to be a Zoe.
So
Ain't
check this
no
out. If
Zoe.
he if he
Zoes
if
I
he
know ain't going like that.
if he ever go back, he gotta go back to the shoot. Ain't no coming out for him ever. Unless he
Not
ready to stand on it.
long as you got to really stand on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially now, if you got that case cleared up for that sexual allegation,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He pay his way through because nigga know he bitch. You know what I'm saying? So what he'll do is a nigga fraud to get him and work him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Make sure all the home is straight. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. You feel me?
Yeah. So man, you went in with 15, ended up getting another 7. How you end up getting another
Yeah.
7?
Uh, I ended up catching another 7 because I got caught with 31 grams of heroin. I was one of them guys that was in prison that, like, I sent money to the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't no dude that was in the house still was hustling. I could see 15 years ahead. Could see 5 years ahead
Yeah.
back then. My mama had cancer. You know what I'm saying? Breast cancer didn't tell me. Didn't want me to know I had to heal through a relative. They didn't want me to know, so I played it like that. My mama ended up getting breast amputated. I ended up having to buy all that.
Yeah.
I'm him that did that. So I ended up getting caught with 31 grams of heroin when I did 3 years in the shoe. They did make me do a month in the shoe for every gram that I got caught with. When it was time for me to go home, I got re-indicted.
But look, you were like one of the longest people to be in the shoe, huh?
Ain't no question. I got that paperwork laying around somewhere while you sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? I got paperwork laying everywhere. I
That
was
that,
doing
that was
myself
like
to
the
caught
longest
for it.
anybody been in the shoe.
That's what it say. Documented. That's on paperwork.
Why you think they kept you in the shoe so long?
Because number one, without I wouldn't tell.
Hey, hold on,
Nobody was telling.
hey, hold on real quick, bro. For y'all that don't understand what the shoe is a special housing unit. It's like going to jail inside of jail.
I'm looking at you.
Hey, it didn't work though.
But go ahead,
Uh,
bro.
like I did 3 years in the hole, and that's when I learned how to teach myself how to speak Spanish. That's when I learned who I really was,
Yeah,
because I had to learn how to be able to enjoy my own company. This is when I'm going on my life story. Going on my life story so many times in 3 years straight, in 24 and 1, 23 and 1, but end up being mostly 24 hours because I'm on the mountain in West Virginia. Virginia, I'm at. And I did a lot of soul searching as far as who I really am, and went on my whole life story trying to figure out why I was the way I was, why I thought the way I thought. If I would have did this, what would have been the outcome? And you know, uh, in the course of being in the shoe, uh, like I taught myself Spanish. I ran tickets, I ran commissary, I ran stores. I did everything to try to keep my mind outside the wall and occupy it without having to really think about what my situation was really going on in my life and on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so I had to really rely and dig deep down and you know put my mind to something that it can attach itself to in order from going stir crazy. Because a lot of people can't survive or live under no type of circumstance. Being in a cell for 24 hours a day, like that was real hard.
yeah,
Like that ain't for everybody. It came with one of the consequences of what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was selling drugs in prison, and I got caught. I was willing to take the consequences that came with it because I was beneficial to my family and my mom. And when it comes to my family, I would do it again because I felt like what I was doing was really the right thing, and I was supporting people from behind the wall, man, that was probably out here in the free world really struggling. And I felt like at that time that was my best skill set, and I went back to doing what I knew. And really, sometimes like I met a better quality.
Jesus, but it's all
I
about something, man.
I became a better quality of person on the extra time that I caught than I was in the beginning with my original time.
how
I
so?
wouldn't right. If it weren't for my extra time that I caught, you probably wouldn't even met me today. That's why I embrace it. That's why I don't look down upon the time that I did, because during the time that I did caused me to bump into you and meet you. I wouldn't have been this person. You would have never met me if I
Yeah.
don't care for the extra 7 years. And that's the way I look at it.
What was, man, that's a powerful statement, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a powerful statement.
That's a true
What
statement.
about what about those 7 years? Like getting those 7 years really changed
That that three
changed
years
you?
in the that 3 years in the hole, and under the pressure, I got caught with 31 grams of heroin and could have really lost my life. What after I done did damn near 15 years, and these telling you 20 more, you get ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I get a letter from my daughter for the first time off of Facebook. You know what I'm saying? She's 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, this type of pressure I'm under.
Man, look, take me back to that, man. Like, how was that,
You
man? Like getting
like
that letter for the first time, man.
I cried. That was the first time I ever cried in prison
Yeah.
in the open. I really cried. Like, that was the first set time I was able to let go emotional wise while I was in prison. Like, to hear my daughter reach out to me, and I never heard nothing from her until she was 15, 16 years old. Like, that was like a real gut check. And you, in the same time, you finally hear from your daughter, you got a whole new case pending.
Mm.
This type of pressure I'm up under. You feel me? First time my daughter ever reached out to me from when my baby mom was 9 months to my daughter was 16 years old. And at this time, while she's reaching out to me, I'm going to court for a whole new case for 31 grams of heroin. And my cellie, who just left out the cell with me, just got 5 years, and he only got caught with 7 grams of weed.
Mm.
But I got 31 grams of heroin. This type of pressure I'm under. I had to suck that up. And like, I done been through some wrinkles. Like, I done been through a lot under
Yeah.
that. Like, this shit coming out to be wine for real, because I was under a lot of pressure mentally that a lot of people probably wouldn't have made it. I know they wouldn't have. 98% of people, 99% of people ain't making it under these type of circumstances. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and so I'm proud of myself and being able to keep my sanity. And I don't glorify prison, and I don't want that to be mistaken as far as me glorifying prison. I can only speak from the point that what made me who I am today, and the consequences that I had to learn from in order to go through this, and to let the people know that, man, prison ain't cool. But at the same time, you might not come out like me. A lot of people don't make it. That's the part they need to hear. Just because you go to prison don't mean you coming out. You know what I mean? People I know got killed that's finna go home in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
home in 3 months.
I seen it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So I don't want a person that, you know, I don't want to glorify prison on them terms. I just
Yeah.
want to use the stories that I got and been through as a learning experience with somebody to hopefully I can deter them from going to prison.
Yeah.
And they got some people that's on the way to prison that need to hear what I got to say. Because you on the way.
Yeah.
It's some on the way. It's a sad fact, but it's the
It's the
truth.
truth. It's the truth.
It's the people that's on their way to prison that may need to hear some of the stuff that I've been through so you'll know how to survive. And hopefully arm yourself with something on your journey that you can take with you. For real, everything I say when it comes to that, you can take with you and you'll learn from it and help you if you just listen to what I say. This facts. Everybody that even subscribe to my page, most of these dudes from the BOP. I want the people that was in prison with me to also know that's making their way out of here that it's possible. The same people that I'm looking at eating rice bowls too and was making my night around I'm talking to him now. I'm standing next to him. And a lot of people know me from BG, but I got my own story. And hopefully through being on your channel and telling a business piece of my story, you'll see why he drawn to me so much based on my story. Because it's a lot that come with the stuff that I've been through. And man, I can do this shit for a very long time, man. I got a
Yeah,
lot to talk about.
yeah. Man, look, let's touch on BG, man. You know what I'm saying? What was
Let's
it?
touch on.
What was it like? When bro, it's a lot being said. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he ratted. We gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't standing up. He wasn't standing on business and all this other stuff. When BG
So,
came in, from your experience up, man, what kind of
man, listen,
man
man.
was
I'm gonna say this. That's my brother. That's number one. And you ain't hearing it from my tongue notarized in the BOP.
it? Yeah,
Like, if I say something, that's what it is. And I read this man paperwork. I knew about this case. Like, this is my cellie for 24 hours a day for 2 years.
yeah,
Like, we spend each other shit and everything here. No Diddy.
yeah,
They say no homo. I say no Diddy. No Diddy. You feel me?
yeah,
Because we locked in this bitch. You heard me? And that's my nigga. So I'm so official in the feds. I don't told these people I don't want no celly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no celly. And it just so happened when you're in Atlanta's overcrowded transit center during like this right before COVID. And I hear the nigga outside the cell like the people asking them, my homegirl come to the door like, man, take him. You can go in the cell with him? And nigga was like, I can go in the cell with anybody. When I heard that, I jumped to the door. Boom. Man, you come in here then. You can go in the cell with anybody. So he got the dreads over his face. I ain't really know, you know what I'm saying? Bad go from the door, sit on the bed. That's in the feds inviting a nigga in your cell. You don't stand at the door when somebody coming in, you bag up, that's let them know you can come in. And when I see the tattoos and shit, he got, damn, that's BG. So, first he a little standoffish. He ain't really just talking. But as the months go by and the COVID kick in, now we locked in because we know we ain't going nowhere for a year or two. And I don't know BG. I got no Christopher. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? They get to know him as that. You feel me? And we and him had a bond. This man is the first one to help me get Christmas for my daughter, my grandson, while we're in transit. This man had a big ass heart. This man looked out for everybody on the tier. You feel what I'm saying? There's like, and I didn't ask him about entertainment. I'm somebody in there. Dude's coming to the door for me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I got my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm him. Every yard I've been on, brother, listen, I'm not tooting my own horn and none of that. Every penitentiary yard that I ever been on, I'm top 3 out of 1,500 when it comes to getting this motherfucking money. And when it comes to, like, at the same time, bust your shit. And
yeah,
when it comes for the South, when it's come to speaking for the South, I speak Spanish and everything, my nigga.
yeah,
They come see me. Like, this ain't no gimmick. This ain't no costume. Anybody throughout the whole BOP system. If you go in the BOP and you say you from Atlanta and you're in that penitentiary, they're gonna ask you, Tane, Freeze. My name gonna be top. I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records in BOP. And this ain't no cap. This ain't no, I'm trying to like glorify this shit.
yeah,
Most of my subscribers is niggas that know me throughout from DC, Miami, wherever state you on name. I know somebody official in that state. They're gonna vouch for me and tell you I'm a good motherfucker. I'm the one who you in the cell with, Mike? You in the cell with free? Oh, you good? Your homeboys ain't gonna give you nothing.
Yeah.
If they see you in the cell with me, we could be in California. You from Texas, and you end up in the cell with me. Your homeboys ain't gonna give you nothing because you're in the cell with me. Oh, you good? You in the cell with Freeze.
Yeah.
Everybody, I got setters out here right now that over my course of 21 years, from my first cellar down to my last one, vouch for me and be like, man, that's a good. I don't been through race riots. I don't say niggas lies. I don't did all this shit. That's why people stand on my word from behind that wall. I'm a real representative of. I heard your music. It was a time I wanted to kill somebody. Even if you're an actor, you made me laugh, man. At the
Yeah.
time, I wanted to kill this nigga. I talked to DJ Toon. You know what he told? He said, "Man, ain't nobody never from prison never told me." Man, listen, it's some. That's one thing you can't control. Entering your soul and that's music. That's why it's important to know the difference between entertainment and reality.
Fact.
Because music is the only spirit that can enter your soul without, and you don't got to give permission.
Without your permission. That's right.
That music gonna move you. They took away the preacher. They used to use preachers to control the black masses.
They use rappers.
Now they know this generation is not godly. We got to give them these rappers. The rappers is the new form of control of the black community. And that need to be known too. You have to be careful what you let your kids listen to. Because the dude talking about it ain't really doing, they can't tell you the consequences. He ain't spinning for real.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers I've been with spin for real. And they ain't trying to deal with the consequences that come with their spending. They got to. They ain't trying to. Don't nobody want to go to jail. It used to be a time you go to jail and get smarter. They go to jail now and get dumber.
Yeah. Hey
Hey,
man.
I swear to God, man, anybody that know me, man, in Big Sandy, I came from Big Sandy. On my last years of prison was in the pen. They let you know I was motherfucking fuck up.
Yeah.
Both motherfuckers coming home from a lower security. I came home from the high security
Maximum
you come
security.
from in the pen. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not nothing to brag about, but just to give the people why my word means so much. Why so many people really fuck with me.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you giving me the time to be on your platform, man. Listen, this shit all night. You're gonna
Yeah.
have 3-4 episodes with me, bro. I
Yeah.
got so many
Hey.
stories, bro. I got so many stories, bro. This shit on and on and on. You'll stop before me.
Now
I
look,
got
you know
two.
we locked in. Look, I wanted to ask you, man. I have been checking out TTE Naughty, right?
Yep.
TTE Naughty, I ain't I'm I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I ain't know how to feel about bro at first. You know what I'm saying? Cause he
Can,
do a lot of that yelling and I
can I
come to
be honest
find
with you? Can I be
I
honest
come to
with you?
find huh?
I gotta be honest with you about this.
Yeah,
I agree and I understand exactly where you're coming from. Remember I told that's why I tell you prison is a social psychology. You
yeah,
got to be a ringling brother. You got to know how to deal with lions, tigers, bears, raccoons, rats, snakes, mice, all this shit. He a good youngster, right?
yeah,
And he's one of the ones that he may not be as articulate as people perceive, more animated.
yeah,
He speaks from passion.
yeah,
And he rubbed me the wrong way about some family business that he did with my dude and my dude mom.
yeah,
So I reached out to him in a negative way. Nigga, you ain't BG Sally Woo. Says, look, the man pulled up in my DM. What's up, nigga? You talking this? He ain't get on the, you feel me?
yeah,
So when I got him on the phone, I let him talk. I say he did exactly what I wanted you to do. That's why I'm your OG. I just said some negative shit because I know you'll respond to it faster. but I'm calling you about family business. I ain't gonna do this on YouTube. Man, this man had a whole conversation behind the scene, and that's what made me respect him
Yeah.
because he knew what I said was right. He accepted it. I was wrong. You right, homie. From that point forward, I developed my own relationship with him and getting up on him, and I realized the youngster's really a loyal person.
Yeah, say,
That's
hey, look,
really
hey, that's what you know. Like I started out saying, you know, yeah, he do a bunch of yelling and hollering, you know what I'm saying, but he passionate about what he believe in, and he's willing to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to stand on it, man. And my thing is, bro, if you know you a solid one, man, you ain't got to prove yourself to these niggas out here, man. Because, bro, it at the end of the day, man, it ain't no proving yourself to them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want you to keep going and going and going and going and going. Look at Honeycomb Brazier, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you
well. Let me
not
give you
careful,
this.
man, you'll let these folks trick you off the streets, man. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? And that's another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I really fuck with Honeycomb, man. I hate that shit happened to him. You know what I'm saying? I really do, man. But you know, with TTE Notti, man, you know, I believe he would stand up in there. You know what I'm saying? I've heard people try to counter what he was saying, you know, by you being in there with him, man. You know, what kind of youngster was it?
I wasn't locked up with him. Like
Oh, okay.
he was in the LCI. Like I said, I was in the pen, and I heard he was a good dude. He just made a mistake, bro.
Yeah.
And there was a family mistake. Like I said, I talked to him behind the scene. He got it. That's why I was willing to reach out to him to mend the relationship that him and BG had. You know what I'm saying? And he went hard. He went hard, but at the same time, he recognized his mistake and he was willing to tighten it up and willing to admit he was wrong. And I feel good about being able to be in that relationship between him and BG.
Yeah, he rode for BG, man. I ain't gonna lie
And
to you, man. Like, see that's what I like about that nigga, man. Like, bro, if that nigga fuck with you, man, you gonna damn near have to kill that nigga to make that nigga stop.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And and,
right,
and, and, and you know when BG came home, I was checking him out, man. You know, he was hurt. And I can understand so, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been riding for you, man. You know, I like to see what him and Pop Austin over there doing. Uh you did something else that I ain't seen done before. I ain't seen 1090 Jake apologize to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And you made
right.
that happen. You want to
And
elaborate on that?
uh, man, listen, I said a lot of stuff about man. That was some man shit he did. Let me say
Yeah.
that first. Like, I'm never gonna down a man for doing the right thing. The stuff that I said or the way I felt about that just changed the whole dynamics of the way I look at that man as a man. I got to say that. Uh, I don't know him personally, but he did the right thing. TTE Notti was one of the ones that had his number. They reached out. They was communicating, and I was very passionate about how I felt as far as because I felt at the time that 1098 didn't narrate it right, but come to find out it was some stuff that he really couldn't say because the way he was thinking the situation was, thinking that the dude had a jack in jail and this and that. And obviously we see he ain't afford that because he ain't broke. That's why he's saying BG told on that. On to us. You know what we dealing with. But I knew when I seen the paperwork, read the paperwork, I already had know about this because BG was my celly. So not just that, I communicate with him on all levels, all the way down up to his mom and all that. So I already knew about the whole case
Yeah.
ahead of everybody else because that was my celly. And when you're in the feds and when you're in the cell, like I'm showing you all my paperwork, not just fed state too. I'm in there for everything. So man, I told Nadi that I got his back on what it is he's trying to do. I don't know. He can call me, but being that he's standing up and he communicating with 1090 Jake, and 1090 Jake said what he said, I felt like I owed TT Nottie the respect of not just that men in that relationship because that's what we did on some family shit.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing out of all this that made me feel proud of him. And not just that, but like I said, I got to salute 1090 Jake for really jumping out there and straightening that up and putting people on blast.
Yeah.
Because regardless if you saying this man 1090 Jake a rat, you don't like him, whatever, culture vulture, whatever, he really put it out there for us the paperwork and turned around and straightened it and said that he never really got a chance to, voice his real opinion on what he thought due
Yeah.
to the fact. But the fact that he did it and the fact that TTE Notti was the one to break, I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah.
And that's from Texas. That's away
Yeah.
from Texas.
Yeah. Shout out TTE.
Texas boys. You
Pop
feel me?
Austin,
Texas boys.
TTE Notti, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, man.
Texas boys, man.
Hey,
Texas boys.
before
Everything big in Texas.
everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, before we go, man, I seen you on the internet going ham today on Wack100.
Yeah.
On
Wendy.
Wack100.
Wendy 100.
Wendy 100. Hey,
Right.
shout out to Dogface, man. And for
Shout
for
out
the for the
Dogface.
for the fuck nigga files. He been
Definitely shout out
say, man,
Dogface.
Dogface been handing out files all Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go check out Dogface TV. But
Ain't no question.
Wack 100.
Wendy 100.
Oh, I apologize. Wendy 100. What made you have to get on Wack ass, man? Or Wendy 100?
First off, I felt like it was some reindeer gang type shit. Bird, man, you work for Bird. You jumping out here saying stuff, but you supposed to be this big blood, but you ain't producing the paperwork. Oh, BG a rat. You didn't just go to the rat situation. You made it to a situation where you felt you went to talk about how much money Bird putting on the nigga book. You mad because BG didn't claim cash money. BG put cash money on his back. You feel me? Streetwise, all them albums he sold independent, you supposed to be saying cash money need to be lower than BG. You got that backwards.
Yeah.
But you going beyond the paperwork into a personal situation the way you ain't making a dime off of it. And you ain't talking to no slow motherfucker. You work for Bird. You think you gonna disrespect Bird money? What if BG and Bird got something going on that you gonna say he a rat and fuck up millions of dollars that Bird could possibly be investing in? This the type of shit that make me get on whack ass.
Yeah.
Wendy 100. You know what I'm saying? Because you speaking on shit that you ain't got no business speaking on and you really blowing the play. You putting the light on Bird by you even opening up your mouth. Tonight, Jay just said Wack sent him the paperwork. He said that. Tonight, Jay on Pop Media said that Wack100, Wendy 100, been sending him paperwork on BG. So you really blowing the play and letting us know that it ain't you. It's your employer. This is the way the streets is feeling. So you overlook the part that the man said that he got the gun from his girlfriend. That's snitching. The girl ain't in the car. At least BG and the other brothers had a cooperation with you, and y'all had to understand that you was gonna take the charge. You ain't give your girlfriend that opportunity. That's what he supposed to be speaking on. He didn't speak on QCP, his homeboy. They got written statements
Yeah.
for months. You got mad at 1090 Jake for exposing that paperwork, but now all of a sudden you anti-rat. Rat this, rat that. But you ain't saying nothing about your relationship with P. What about that? You can't. That's selective gangsterism, man.
You know, man, that nigga do a lot of selective politicking anyway. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's 50-some years old, still talking about game banging and all that other shit. I understand that's their culture, man. I don't respect that nigga really, but
They don't
you know,
respect him.
yeah,
The
I don't,
ones
I don't,
in
I
that
don't respect
culture,
that nigga. You know
the
what I'm
ones
saying?
in that culture don't respect him.
Yeah,
You
it's
see what I'm
just,
saying? So,
yeah,
but you got a lot of people don't know how to read paperwork, don't know nothing about paperwork that you can misguide and have them think of something else.
yeah.
And really, it's just looking like you just starting the smear campaign. Wendy 100.
Now, let me ask you this. What, from your opinion, what you think his whole purpose was for even doing that?
I just think that he was just really starting the smear campaign because he said that BG ain't signed the cash. He ain't got a dime invested in BG. You ain't gonna go against Bird like that. You ain't no big dog. You an employee. Your employer called. It's too convenient for you. We ain't slow. You ain't talking to Kodak Black.
Oh, so you think that came from high up?
Yeah. Come on, man. You ain't gonna disrespect that man money like that.
Yeah,
Not somebody that's feeding you. You ain't say nothing. Blueface said he ain't know nothing about Bird and Cash money. Why he ain't say nothing about that?
yeah,
Blueface said the same thing.
yeah. You
Why
know,
he ain't say nothing then?
I know before we got on the phone, you know what I'm saying, you had just got through hollering at BG, you know what I'm saying? I know
Right.
I know certain things are confidential, so if you don't want to touch on it, it's cool, you know. But how is he feeling about the whole Wack 100 bullshit?
He just like his mind blowed like wow. So and him not knowing, he just came. He's still in the head. So you're not really. He's just making the transition to the world and getting used to the YouTubers. He don't
Yeah,
know nothing about. This is your introduction to that. So he's still probably at R and discombobulated because the game is not the same as what it was when you went in.
at all.
It's the way I'm still getting used to it.
Man,
You
they'll make
feel
up some
me?
shit, and if it catch fire good enough, man,
Man,
they'll
look at
run with it.
Turk.
Just like
I'm
this
on
story.
Turk. That's why I'm gonna get on Turk ass too. Get on Turk ass too. He
Yeah.
out of pocket.
He stay out of pocket though. That's
But
why he ain't with cash money right now.
you got people listening out of pocket though. This man, listen. What the dude name? They got the little dollar, the cent sign for cash money. They be on the internet making jokes. I don't know his name. You know what I'm talking about?
Drewski.
Then Birdman put up on him about his reputation and his name.
Yeah.
Wack did way more than he did. You think Bird wouldn't have nothing to say about that? He
Yeah.
pulled up on Drewski. Who named bigger, Drewski or Wendy 100?
Yeah.
Why you say something that man don't say nothing to Wendy 100? Do you think that makes sense to you?
Yeah. You got a
Man, we
point.
all know it's reindeer games involved, man. It looked like a smear campaign against my nigga because he ain't signed.
What about
That's
Turk?
my opinion, brother.
How you feel about Turk? See, I'm gonna tell you something, man. See, for me, I feel like Turk talk too much. When you get on here, it's certain things, man, that say, man, certain shit I ain't gonna say because I'm gonna be embarrassed as a man to just come out and just tell all my business. And
Right.
nowadays, man, it seems like the supposed to be gangster niggas are the ones that sit up here, man. I don't usually do this internet shit, nigga, and you doing all the internet shit, nigga. You
Right.
know what I'm
And
saying?
some. And
You doing
some.
and some, man. You know what I'm
You
saying? You
going
doing
more than
all the internet shit. Oh no, nigga, I don't do nigga, you an internet nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I
right.
believe that's what happened when he first came home. He got emotional. He got in his feelings. He said some shit he shouldn't have said. And now Birdman and everybody don't want to fuck with him. And years done passed, and you think, oh, just because years done passed, hey man, I'm sorry. No, nigga, sorry, don't fix it. And the same
Correct.
shit with BG. I feel like, man, you probably did some shit, and now you feel like, hey, man, because if this your partner, you know what I'm saying, and you really fuck with him the way you fuck with him, bro, I ain't finna come out now and say, oh man, this is what man say. Look, man, that's my partner. He just came home. When it's time, we'll talk about it. You get what I'm saying?
Period.
But to try to, but you know, you jump on live right after he jump on live for the first time. And you say, yeah, man, I just seen my nigga on live, man. Let me try to clear it up. You sound like you trying to jump in front of the story before everybody else get it. You know what I'm saying? So what you think his thoughts is on Turk?
Like the man probably more discombobulated than anything. Like, because you just did 12, 13 years in prison, so a lot of stuff just resonates. It takes time. Even with me still.
Yeah.
It may look normal on the outside, but up here, it's like, it's different. You feel me? You ain't gonna never know everything that's going on up here. So, I'm saying that to say, like, I've got him, like, trying to calculate and work out and really look at what's going on for what it really is. And he's probably in digestive mode right now. Like, you got to digest a lot of this shit. And you don't want to digest it fast. So
Yeah.
you got to really look at, you got to look at it like, okay, this is the yard. When you first hit the yard, you got to sit back and see what's going on. What they talking about on YouTube, this and that, he's filling the yard out, basically. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lines getting drawn in the sand. Sides is getting shows. He ain't got nothing to say. He doing right. Size up the yard and see what's going on the yard before you
Before
bait.
you get, yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I think he's going through in his mind.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
best way I can put it from the way I can get an understanding. You feel me?
Yeah.
And in order to say that you know something, you got to be able to break it down on all levels so people can understand it at its simplest terms. So at its simplest terms, I want to give him a prison analogy. He's sitting back, looking what's going on in the yard, who in what car, figuring out, what's the best way I can get some money off this yard, low key, stay out the way, help a few people along the way that deserve it, hold my own. Let me see what's going on out here on this yard before I do anything.
Yeah.
And that's what mode I think he in.
Man, let me ask you this, man. After 21 years of being incarcerated, man, what was the adjustment like coming home?
It still ain't ended. I'm still adjusting.
Yeah.
I just got out of June, so I'm really adjusting to like economics. What I mean by that is I was an intellectual in prison, so I read a lot of books. And I'm really just knowing how to apply a lot of information that I read over the years in the free world. And I'm starting to learn that it's a communication difference between a person that's did a lot of time and a person that's, been in the free world the whole time I've been in prison.
Yeah.
So learning to communicate with people, and because a lot of people don't know you've been in prison.
Yeah.
So when you in the line or you're in the bathroom, you look for the knob on the sink, the man behind you don't know you just did 21 years. He call
Yeah.
you stupid motherfucker,
Yeah.
dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck this stupid. Fuck is you doing, dumbass?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And you gotta look at it from this standpoint too. You gotta have enough sense
Mm.
to realize what's going on sometimes in the other person here too, common sense wise.
Yeah.
And if the person knew your situation, then they probably had a little more empathy or sympathy for you. But being they don't know and you ain't inclined to share your personal information with everybody, you just going along with the flow
Yeah.
by still holding your tongue and being respectful and realize that the person really don't know you've been in prison. With this being in mind, I'm laughing because I'm laughing at myself. Damn, I look like a dumbass. You right, man. Man, can you
Yeah.
help me?
Yeah.
And then, man, can you help me do this, man? I don't really know, bro. And then you explain yourself, they be like, oh man, you make them feel sorry.
Yeah.
You give them in a look in what's really going on, and now you giving them a different perspective of looking at it's learning.
Yeah.
Damn. So now next time they see somebody in the bathroom doing what I did, I just gave them an experience that they learned from.
They may have a little more compassion next time.
And to show the person how to do what it is he need to do. Oh, I know what's going on. Man, you just been in prison? Yeah. How you know? Man, I met a guy a long time ago, man. Don't worry about it. Stick your hand on the thing, brother.
Yeah.
So, and you know what that means? We're in the information age. A lot of people still stuck in the industrial age. They don't realize we get paid for information now. That's why
Yeah.
YouTube. That's why the streams. That's why it's information. And ain't going working no motherfucking carpet plant. That shit dead. Motherfuckers 24, 23 years old getting rich off information. We're in the information age.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between sometimes the people got to know when they're making a transition from prison to the free world.
Yeah. Man, look, after all those years, man, what was it like establishing a relationship with your daughter?
I'm still working on it
Yeah.
because I ain't gonna lie. After doing 21 years in prison, I felt like I earned the right to be selfish. That's what people don't understand. I go through that right now. I earned the right to be selfish. Don't nobody think so? After 21 years of prison, after coming home and these same motherfuckers ain't got nothing for you, I ain't earned the right to be selfish, enjoy myself.
Yeah.
They looking at it like it's all fun. I just did 21 years. I earned this shit. It ain't gonna last long, but while I'm having fun, goddamn it, let
Yeah.
me have my fun.
Yeah.
When I slow down, I'll be back. But right now, I'm in mode where I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
You a grandpa?
Definitely a grandpa. I'll be back to get your grandson out to get this shit together.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself. I can't babysit you right now, baby. I can't do no babysitting. I'm outside. Let me get outside.
Yeah.
I went to jail when I was 25. It's gonna be some things that I may do, and I tell everybody that may be a little immature for my age because I missed. It's a big gap from 25 to 47. I'm 47 now. I only been
Yeah.
out since June. That's a big 25, 47. That's a lot of childish shit I can do in between that I
Yeah.
ain't get a chance to do. People don't understand that. They're only looking at my good time. They ain't looking at the 3 years straight I did in the shoe.
Yeah.
They ain't looking at them 7 extra years I caught. They ain't look at the fact that motherfuckers ain't send me a Christmas card. They don't look at that. They don't look at right now. Oh, he know Mike. Shit, look how I'm saying. He hanging with bosses. That's all they see.
Yeah.
They ain't see that I caught the edge of 7 years to meet Mike. Because if I don't catch the edge of 7 years, I never meet you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm a whole different person. I'm a whole different person.
Yeah.
Way different. You met a real, like, seasoned person that know themselves and can know I'm a Libra. So I look at shit both ways. I can see both points of view.
Yeah.
I'm well read. I went to school with Dr. Malachi York in Edenton, Georgia. I was the Nas of my crew. I was the intellectual because I growed up in juvenile reading books, Donald Goins, Iceberg Slim. I'm coming up reading books. These niggas ain't reading.
Yeah.
They playing Nintendo while I'm in here fighting Atlanta against Savannah. I'm fighting for the seated in. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like my experiences really made me somebody different than a lot of people grew up normal wasn't experience. So like that shit really like made me who I am. And I know it's people like me that need help. I want to be there to help them. I want to be able to teach the youngsters from not going to jail. And if I got to teach the ones that's on the way to jail, I want to teach them. And in life, you just got to learn, man, that you got a purpose. And without a purpose, you don't even exist. That's the real thing. And the Trinity, thought, word, and deed. That's the Trinity. And hell is the outcome of a worst decision that you could make. The worst possible outcome that the decision that you made, that's hell. That's prison. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, for real. And you learn this shit. And I went through it. I hope I learned it for a lot of other people. But hey, if it's some people that need to go through what I went through to learn this shit, hey, I want for you what you want for yourself. Period. You want to go to jail? Learn? Fuck you. Go to jail.
Oh,
I'm through with one more for somebody else than they want for themselves. That's why I went to jail.
man, look,
That's over with.
before we go, I gotta ask you this, man. It's a lot of youngsters that, that scream the street code, the street code. Do you believe that the street code is still alive, or do you believe all that shit is dead?
Like, I feel like when it comes to street code, we in the information age. And a lot of people that's why it's different. We came up where we was hands on selling drugs, this and that. These people come up in the scamming era. They hustling all the information. We hustle out the dirt, out the mud. They ain't getting it out of the mud.
Yeah.
First, we gotta realize who we talking to. That way, you can change your words, because words are spells. And people, if you change your words, you change your reality. So the main thing we need to do is learn how to adjust our words and our communication to the younger generation as far as when we talk about code. If they don't have no examples of the code, how can you expect them to uphold it when they ain't got a chance to meet a brother like you or me? Because a lot of these dudes are older gentlemen, not OGs, so they running from the youngsters. They staying away from them. I'm in the mix with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you playing, I do the same thing you would do. I'm your mama little brother. I'm the one that's finna give you the game. While you watching this and holding this, I'm shooting real ism up under you. Hey boy, don't trust. This ain't how this go. Bop, boop, 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 boop. I'm trying to make you my avatar when I meet a youngster. And ain't too many people out there gonna do that because a lot of people our age run from them. So
Yeah.
now to them you become food. So they're gonna not respect you. You can't talk to a youngster talking the same language that he understands because he's gonna treat you as if you his age because you're talking as if you his age. So once you learn how to communicate with him, let him know I'm a little above you and it's a little respect thing that need to be put between that. Most youngsters, they'll respect it. They'll respect it.
Yeah.
We just got to be able to put the work in to get in the mud with them. And a lot of us not willing to do that because a lot of us got maybe younger kids. Don't want to put ourselves in that situation. But you got people like me that my kid grown, I'm able to go out there with them and put the work and talk to him and put myself in his shoes. I'm able to do that. Everybody ain't fortunate enough to do that. But the ones
Yeah.
that can, And this was YouTube for because a lot of them got their head on this. We the new rappers. So I speak to them on this. And I'm learning how to do that.
Yeah. Man,
Yep.
man, I appreciate you, man. You know, I appreciate you taking the time out. Like, this is just the first episode. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Right.
I appreciate you taking the time out, man, to chop it up with me, man. Before we get out of here, man, let them know where they can find you at.
Oh man, you can look me up. Damn, I got my name OG Free 019 on that page, man. But I got don't not the old gentleman. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Don't get that part twisted. You can also follow me up under the same name, man, on IG, man. OG Free 019. You'll see it on there, Arizona Run, man. And like I said, man, we're working on this OG thing, taking this shit off. And man, I'm your mama little brother, man. You cool, uncle.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Freeze. Not OG Freeze. Freeze. And I appreciate you, man, for allowing me on your platform, man.
Man, appreciate you, man. With that being said, man, if y'all like this comment, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, man. Follow, share, all of that stuff, man. Until next time, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, Freeze.
All right.